Okay, so in this problem we have a theater that is set up so that there are 20 seats in the first row and 4 additional seats in each consecutive row. And they told us that the last row has 144 seats. So we need to figure out how many rows are in the theater. Okay, so the first row, we're going to call it A sub 1. A sub 1, they told us, has 20 seats. And then they tell us that there's 4 in the next one, an additional 4 in the next one. So that'll be 24 in A sub 2. And then in A sub 3, we're going to have 28. And in A sub 4, we're going to have 32. So I'm just adding 4 every time here. Okay. Now they did tell us the end row, I'm going to call it A sub n, because I don't know how many rows there are. That's what I'm looking for. That end row is going to have 144. Okay, so because we see this common difference coming up again and again, it's always going to be plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. That means that we have an arithmetic sequence. Now, an arithmetic sequence follows a generalized rule here. It says A sub n is going to be your first piece plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, and we have some of that information over here that we're going to plug in and be able to solve for however many rows we are looking for here. So A sub n, they told us, is this 144 number. That's the amount at the end. A sub 1 was our 20 number. And the n is what we're looking for. That's what we don't know that piece. So I'm going to leave it as n minus d, or sorry, n minus 1, and I multiply by d. D is your common difference. Okay, that's the plus 4 that we keep doing every time. So I'm going to multiply by a positive 4. Okay, so we have an equation that we need to solve for n. Now I'm used to working these when I see parentheses. I usually see the number out in front. That I will use the distributive property. Okay, it's the same thing as they just write it at the end here. But same idea. We're going to distribute that through that parenthesis. So 144 is a 20 plus 4n minus 4. And now I'm going to rewrite it to where I've got the 4n first, okay? And I'm actually going to combine that 20 and minus 4. So 144 equals, 4n. When we do a 20 minus 4, we get a plus 16. And I need to solve for the n. So let's minus the 16 across. And I should get a 128 equals 4n. And now we can divide by 4, and we get 32 equals n. So, final answer here, that there are 32 rows.